Yes, my name is James DeLong. I am the executive producer on Need for Speed: The Run. Yes, the story of The Run is about a character named Jack Rourke. Jack is a character with a bit of a shady past who owes some money to some even more shady people, and the only way out is for him to compete in a cross-country race from San Francisco to New York across the U.S. There's a purse prize of $25 million. It's an illicit, high-stakes, illegal race, and there's no prize for second place. So Jack essentially needs to get to New York before 200 other racers. With The Run, what we wanted to do was to tell a very cinematic Hollywood-style story. So we've woven an in-game character into the game for the first time in Need for Speed. In the past, whenever we've told a story, you've always had to put the controller down and watch a little movie about the characters, whereas in this time we've actually been able to integrate the characters into the story in a way that we've never done before. It allows us to really tell the story in an interesting and believable way. It allows us to do some different gameplay mechanics. It allows us to do some more action-oriented gameplay, some more bigger action levels like the Avalanche level that we're showing here at Gamescom. But overall, it's really about selling the story of this epic journey across the U.S. and the fact that you travel over 300 kilometers of track in the game, which is more than 3 times you've done in any previous Need for Speed. And the fact that you go from the city centers like San Francisco to the rolling hills and the highways, you go into the deserts, you go into the forests, you go over the mountaintops, the snow, really selling the concept of this cross-country race. Yeah, in Need for Speed: The Run, we have several different modes in the game, and as far as the run is concerned, our primary one is our sprint mechanic, which is you are passing over 200 racers, so the idea is you have to pass a certain number of racers in a given stage. We also have rival modes, where they're more of a story-based scene where you're battling a racer one-on-one. We have battle mode, which is similar to the canyon battles that were in Need for Speed Carbon, where you're chasing down racers on winding roads and coming down mountains. We have cop pursuits. We have time attack mode. We have survival mode, like the Avalanche level or the Chicago action level we showed at E3. So a lot of variety in the game. And we also have, because we have such a great variety of terrain in the game, we were able to use environmental effects to add to the gameplay as well. So you're going to be trying to fight your way through foggy mountains and through dust storms and through avalanches. So really adding a lot of depth and variety to the gameplay. Yeah, well, the Need for Speed: The Run is going to come out on consoles and on PC. Obviously, using Frostbite 2, just like Battlefield 3, you're going to expect a similar type of difference between the consoles and PC. Get obviously some higher res textures. If you've got a great graphics card, the game's going to look incredible on PC. Yes, we are going to have multiplayer in The Run. We're not talking about the specifics of the modes yet. We also have our autolog feature in the game, which is kind of the social competition that was innovated with Need for Speed Hot Pursuit last year. What we're doing, though, is a little bit different. Autolog in the past has been about very specific events and event by event, how did you do? Whereas as we're telling the story of this race across America, we want the player to be competing against their friends in that race. So the idea is we're keeping track of your time from second to second all the way across the country. And it's not just enough to get Jack to New York, you actually want to try and beat your friends there as well. Thank you, my pleasure.